Alright, so without further ado, well, here we go, y'all. Monkey Island 2, LeChuck's Revenge.
Well. Guybrush Threepwood, you do turn up in the strangest places.
Hi, Elaine. Do you think you can...
Alright, there we go.
Help me out.
How did you get into this mess?
It's kind of a long story.
Oh, that's okay. I've got time.
Well, it all started on Scab Island. Some of my admiring fans had pressured me into telling my LeChuck evaporating story once again.
Oh, that is just great. Is that still good on volume, or does it need to go up a little bit more?
Hey, you guys get out of here.
Deep in the Caribbean. Scab Island.
You're perfectly fine.
So I bust into the church and say, "Now you're in for it, you bilious bag of barnacle bait." And then LeChuck cries, "Guybrush, have mercy! I can't take it anymore!"
I think I know how he must have felt.
Yeah, if I hear this story one more time, I'm gonna be crying myself.
Don't you have any new stories?
Well, actually, that's why I'm here on Scab Island. I'm on a whole new adventure.
Growing a mustache?
No, bigger than that.
A beard?
No, I'm in search of treasure. The biggest treasure of them all. A treasure so valuable and so well hidden that it haunts the dreams of every pirate on the seas.
You mean
Big whoop?
None other.
Then why'd you come here? There's no treasure on Scab Island.
Well, I didn't know that before. Now I'm trying to charter a ship and look someplace else. When I return, I'll have riches galore and a whole new story.
Or you'll have died trying.
either way, we won't have to hear about LeChuck anymore.
Ha! Those guys wouldn't know a good story even if they paid $50 for it. When I find Big Whoop, I'll become a legend among pirates for generations to come. I can only charter a ship and get off this stinking island.
Part 1, the Largo Embargo. That's what was I saying, like, I love it. Even if they paid $50 for it, that's... Wow. Look at all this riches.
This may be a lot of money, but it's nothing compared to how rich I'll be when I find Big Whoop.
Alright, so where are we walking to?
Where do you think you're going, fancy pants? You ain't from these parts, are you? This is a toll bridge. You gotta pay.
I don't pay for nothing. I'm a pirate.
Yeah.
Tough guy, huh?
Help! Police!
Scream as loud as you want. There's no police on Scab Island.
Then who eats the donuts and roughs up the transients?
I roughs up what needs roughing up on this island. Hey, you're loaded. This is my lucky night. Remember, wherever you go, on sea or on land, you can't ever hide from Lago Legrand.
I ain't scared.
Tough town. I guess I should have got those traveler's checks.
Now I have no riches. And then again, so if we wanted to... Interesting. But yeah, as I said, we'll play through it in this one. Alright, so let's go on in here. That's what I was about to say. I'm like, there's a lot of broken ships and everything in here, isn't there?
Yeah?
How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood?
A woodchuck could chuck no amount of wood since a woodchuck can't chuck wood.
But if a woodchuck could chuck and woodchuck some amount of wood, what amount of wood would a woodchuck chuck?
Even if a woodchuck could chuck wood, and even if a woodchuck would chuck wood, should a woodchuck chuck wood?
A woodchuck should chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood, as long as a woodchuck would chuck wood.
Oh, shut up.
What's the problem with that
Gotcha.
Largo guy?
He really goes against my grain. I'd like to make an end table out of him, but I don't have the guts. With all my tools, I'm still unable to create the one thing that could do this island some good.
Like an all-night tattoo parlor?
No, like a voodoo doll of Largo Legrand.
Oh. Nice apron. Are you some sort of chef?
No, I'm a woodsmith, which gives one of us an excuse for dressing funny.
I'd like to
Okay.
look around a bit.
Sure thing.
Alright, what's my next action then? That's the best type of action, is anything for humor. I'm sorry, I made myself laugh too much at that. I can't help it. It's the men of low moral. Okay. All the way left. Wait, did I go the wrong direction? Okay.
Hold it right there. That's a private room. No going up there.
Oh. My bad, my bad. That ship. That ship. You're all good.
Yoo-hoo.
What is it?
Long time no see.
Do we know you?
I'm Guybrush. You tried to sell me the minutes of a PTA meeting in the last game, claiming it was a map?
Map? I don't know what you're talking about.
No, really.
Why did you wake us up, Gorbush?
What happened to your leg?
It happened during a performance.
That's what we do for a living now.
You see, after our circus failed, we started a pirate catering business on nearby Fat Island.
The sacking lunch. It was quite lucrative.
Why aren't you still doing that?
The governor of the island made us an offer we, couldn't refuse. So, we sold him the business.
Yeah?
We sank the money into one of those newfangled glass-bottom boats
We wanted to take passengers on sightseeing trips.
and search for a place called Drinky Island in our spare time.
Boy, did we ever want to get there.
Aside from the obvious reason, we had inside information that Drinky was in fact the resting place of the legendary treasure of Big Whoop.
Ooh.
Big whoop. Did you find anything?
Not exactly.
You see,
we got a bit of a raw deal on the boat.
Seems the salesman didn't have any glass for the bottom, so he just left a gaping hole there.
By the time we noticed, we were taking on water, fast.
We ended up stranded on a tiny desert island.
When did we get to the performing part?
We met a philosopher on the island, and he told us something which changed our lives.
That you should bore passersby to tears with long stories?
He told us that all the world is a stage and that we are merely players. So, we became performance artists.
When he lost the leg, Frank was brilliantly showing the inseparability of the path man walks from the food chain.
The symbolism of the cheese was essential. You know, this leg is looking sort of dingy. Would you get some polish over at the Woodsmiths and polish it for me?
Give me money for the polish.
Okay.
Is that your rat?
Yes, we call him Munster Monster because of his insatiable passion for cheese.
What are you guys doing up there?
We're performing.
That's right, performing. In our current work, we portray man's response to global environmental issues of a changing world.
How come you have to perform on that ledge?
To show the precarious nature of the situation, so to speak.
Right.
I think you're overlooking the potential symbolism to be gained by your closeness to the Earth.
But...
All right, you got us. We're really up here because...
well, we're afraid to come down.
What?
What's the word for it, Frank?
Stupidity?
It's the opposite of acrophobia. Something like orcophobia.
Sounds more like workophobia to me.
Say what you will, we're not coming down.
See you later.
We can scarcely contain our anticipation.
Wait, ask who? These guys?
Yoo-hoo! Hey! Hey! It's just a bucket.
Hey, leave that alone.
Do you think you could let me have this bucket?
No.
Please?
No.
Pretty please?
No.
Pretty please?
No.
Pretty please with sugar on top?
No.
Pretty please with sugar and a cherry?
No.
Pretty please with sugar, nuts, and a cherry?
No.
Pretty please with sugar, nuts, a cherry, and chocolate sprinkles?
No.
I really need it.
No.
I really need it.
No.
I really desperately need it.
No.
It's a matter of life and death.
No.
If you don't give it to me, I'll never speak to you again.
No.
I'll be your best friend.
No.
I'll be your best friend forever and ever.
No.
Oh, come on. Be a pal.
Oh, all right.
All of that for a bucket. Oh my word. Now there's a rat. Can I go play with the rat? So I did it the really hard way.